Welcome to week 8, Washington Commanders Nation. Fingers crossed, we're getting our first chapter of what I think could be the best budding rivalry in the NFL. Caleb Williams versus Jayden Daniels, number 1 versus number 2 pick, and the pride of Gonzaga High School's own Caleb Williams returning to the city. Let's talk about it. This video is brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry and a 150% match bonus on your first deposit using promo code YouTube150 on your first deposit. You get 125% on your next two. We are now here at week 8. Washington is coming in with a 5-2 record, sitting atop the NFC East and number 2 in the entire conference, only behind the Chicago Bears' neighbor, the Detroit Lions, sitting on top of the conference at 5-1. The Chicago Bears, however, are coming to town 4-2 off Caleb Williams' best 2 games of his young career, and I am so excited for this one. I think Jayden plays it still very early on in the process, but I want him to play if he's able to. But let's talk about as if he is playing on Sunday. This really has the makings of being the next great football/quarterback rivalry. We've seen Manning versus Brady. We've seen Rodgers versus Breeze. This really has the makings to be that, because unlike last year with Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, where one side is significantly higher on the totem pole than the other, this is a friendly fade for the rookie of the year. While our guy Jayden Daniels sits clearly in the lead after 7 weeks of football, Caleb Williams is there too. And he has a shot, and they will probably be neck and neck for the trophy. Just don't tell Bears fans that they're allowed to vote for Rookie of the Week. But I'm not going to let any fans' insecurities or any naysayers make me not excited for this one. Caleb Williams is beloved throughout most of our fan base and in the DMV. He's from here. We want all the guys from here to succeed. He won a Heisman. Jayden won a Heisman. They've both had their fair share of adversity in college, and they prevailed. They both transferred in college, both won their Heisman at their second destination. Stylistically, they're not similar at all, but they both bring their own flair, swagger, and can't miss aspects to the game of football. Jayden's coming in with the Lamar tropes, and Caleb's coming in with the Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers comparison. So everything about this matchup, it's electric. It's provocative. It gets the people going. It's the first 2 picks of the draft. Come on, man. Get hyped for this one. And unlike most years, Chicago is on the come up. And Washington is currently in an ascension as well. Washington has new everything. The Bears have a lot of new pieces on their roster, but Matt Eberflus and Ryan Poles, their GM and head coach, they're kind of coaching for their lives right now. And they are currently stuck in the division of death. That entire division is balling right now. They sit at last place with a 4-2 record. So that should tell you just how serious the NFC North is right now. But coming back to Northwest Stadium this Sunday, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard kick. It was flexed to the 4:25 game of the week spot on CBS. They decided to take Nance and Romo, take them off the Chiefs game, and put them on the Bears-Commanders game. This is big time. It's a big deal. And if you don't believe me, it's reflected in the ticket prices. The tickets look like playoff ticket prices because everybody wants to see not only the homecoming of Caleb Williams, they want to see number 1 versus number 2. They want to see the crux of the Rookie of the Year race on the same field. You get the best juxtaposition you're going to see all year when they're going from opposing sidelines. You know, quarterbacks don't play each other, but you know how fans do, and you know how the media is going to prop this up. Whether you want to duck the comparisons of these two, they will be tied together, married at the hip for the duration of their careers. You can throw in Drake May as well. You could throw in Michael Penix. You could throw in J.J. McCarthy. You could throw in Bo Nix. But these are 2 guys that are never going to be able to escape each other. And I think this could be a budding rivalry. You know, Washington is actually good this time. So is Chicago. Chicago hasn't seen the postseason. They haven't had a winning record since what, 2018? Washington made the playoffs in 2020, but we haven't had a winning record in a minute. I think it was like 2015. So these are two in the last 25 years. These are two poverty-esque franchises finally on the come up. Finally on the come up, and two franchises that have been starved of franchise quarterback for quite some time. They finally get the gift of Caleb Williams and Jayden Daniels. So, as a Washington fan, there's no toxicity from this end because I like to see Chicago in a better place. And I love Caleb Williams. I've been following that guy since he was in high school. You ain't never going to make me hate Caleb. And unlike Chicago Bears fans, you didn't need to convince me that he was a better option than Justin Fields. It took them about the whole spring to realize, oh shit, this guy's better than who we got. No shit, Sherlock. We already knew that over here. So we've exhausted all the options. Should we trade up to number one for Caleb? Is it May or Daniels? You don't have to point to me in the comments and tell me what the conversation was over here. I know exactly what it was. But we got Jayden, and Jayden's hooping. He hurt his ribs on Sunday. Something that's happened before in his career. Same thing happened in LSU. No structural damage, no cartilage, no fracture. So we're going to call it a bruised rib. When you're that skinny, that flak jacket, when you get tumbled up and curled like a pretzel, it dips into your rib cage a little bit. That's why I think he's okay. He's the franchise piece, so obviously they're going to play it with kid gloves, and they're not going to protect him from himself. You saw him slam the helmet down when they told him to go to the locker room. I like that. That's a dog-ass competitor. Let's go over to the other side. Caleb Williams, also a dog-ass competitor. And while they speak glowingly of each other, there's mutual respect, and they probably developed a bond of some sort over the draft process. I know these guys got this game circled. I know they got it circled because this matters. Optics matter, and they help shift and build narratives. And outplaying your biggest op/competition on the same field, on their home field, for the Rookie of the Year race, that matters. So Bears fans can stop all this snide, we don't care about Rookie of the Weeks. We don't care about Rookie of the Year. We're trying to win Super Bowl. Fucking relax. Y'all never seen a 4,000-yard quarterback in your life. Even my poverty-stricken at quarterback franchise, we saw 3 straight years of 4,000 yards under Kirk Cousins. Y'all have never seen a 4,000-yard quarterback season, so y'all can miss me with all that Lombardi talk shit. They are both rookies, and most likely, neither of these guys are playing for Lombardi this year. So you know what they are playing for? They're playing for a playoff berth, they're playing for Rookie of the Weeks, and they're playing for Rookie of the Year. Point blank, period. This is an exciting matchup. I don't know how you could not be excited for this one. This has all the sizzle, but the sizzle could dissipate if Jayden doesn't play on Sunday. I got my fingers crossed, and I think the dog-ass competitor in him will not allow Jayden not to play. I think he's good to go. I think he just got popped in the ribs. It's happened before in his career, and he's never had to get surgery, never had any rib issues. And we compared him to Tua, Herbert, and Carr, who've also had fractures and cartilage issues, and they didn't miss any time. Well, Tua missed a couple games, but that's a different story. And I know those guys are built more compact than Jayden, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. But I'm so excited for this one. Jayden's coming in with 10 total touchdowns, Caleb with 9, 1,700 total yards for Jayden, just about 16 and some change for Caleb. The Rookie of the Year race is getting lit. Drake May has finally entered the chat in that race as well. Bo Nix, he's playing all right, but there's a big difference. Like, you watched Bo Nix and Spencer Rattler on Thursday Night Football. It was an absolute shit show. It looked like a mockery of the sport at times. And you say, wow, Caleb and Jayden are cut from a different cloth as the rest of the rookies in this class. I love our guy. I also really like the guy that plays for Chicago, and I'm excited to see them go. We're going to be previewing this game tonight on the channel. Me and CEO Hayes of the Shy Bear Central podcast. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be making some predictions. I feel confident about this one, but so should Chicago Bears fans. We should both feel confident about it. We've seen these two teams play multiple times. I remember the Carson Wentz game. I remember what the Bears did to us on Thursday Night Football last year. Spanked us in the all black. Well, guess what? We're pulling the all black out again Sunday. We're wearing them twice versus the Titans and versus the Bears, and you're able to substitute them for a third wearing this season. It's time to get in all black. I need Pooh Shiesty ski mask Jayden on Sunday, and we're coming for our revenge. Revenge game for us. Homecoming game for Caleb. Let's get it on. I'm excited for this one. Everybody turn the fuck up in the DMV. Turn up in Chicago. Let's keep it classy-ish, but let's keep it toxic all week. Chicago Bears fans, come on down to the channel and talk your shit. I like your guy. You're not going to make me hate him. You're not going to see us over here creating fake passing charts. You're not going to see us writing 240 character manifestos about your quarterback every day like your fan base does. I promise you, we don't care, and we like your quarterback. So ain't gonna be none of that from this side. Y'all can keep acting like a pick-me fan base if you want to. We hype, we ready, and we pack that thing on us too now. And this is the first time a Bears, Commanders, or Redskins football team, whatever you want to call it, this is the first time these two teams have both been good, possibly in my entire life. So I think we should all sit back, grab our popcorn, rep our squad and our quarterback, and enjoy this show. Because Jayden versus Caleb could be the next best budding rivalry that the NFL needs, because rivalries make this sport better. They make sports in general better. When you say Magic versus Bird, Peyton versus Brady, it holds weight. It holds reverence. It tells the lore of the sport. And I would love to see these two young black quarterbacks thrive, succeed, and have their names mano-a-mano and meet in plenty of playoff matchups in years to come. If the playoffs were to start today on October 23rd, Chicago would be coming down to Washington, to Northwest Stadium, to play us in the first round. Lord knows football fans need it. I hope this holds up, because that would be so much fun to see Caleb versus Jayden in the playoff. But both of these teams got to punch a ticket coming off bad seasons. Nobody's promised the playoffs. We'll see who gets there. A long way to go. Don't want to put the cart before the horse, but Caleb versus Jayden has the makings to be that next glorious rivalry in the sport of NFL football. That's all I got for right now. This episode was brought to you and powered by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry, and a match bonus of $150 on your first deposit using YouTube 150 as the promo code, $125 for your second and your third for up to $2,000. Bet responsibly and do it with BetUS Sportsbook and Casino. It's week 8. Let's talk our shit and let's get after it. Until next time, Rio out.